Hello, Recon87 and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as we continue our Austria-Hungary campaign. So at the end of the last stream we re-engaged with war with France, and after a couple of minor skerfuffles we had a wondrous fleet engagement in the Adriatic where we sunk 4 carriers and a couple of CVLs and really kind of nerfed the French Navy, and as you can see from this almanac they don't really have much left. We've got one battleship floating around, 1 CV, and 2 CVLs, and a fair number of heavy cruisers, but yeah, so what. They are blockaded, so Russia's in this war, which is blockading them in their own territory, and yeah, they don't really have much of a fleet anyway, so this war doesn't have much left to it. So the plan will be to kind of push on and see how quickly we can end it and get everything we want out of it. I had at the very end of the last stream been talking about possibly invading Corsica, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Partly because of the cost, so it does cost us several million, and assuming we get enough in the peace deal to take both Corsica and Rhodes, which would be 6 points in total. Corsica's a 5, Rhodes is a 1. Then really all it would do is, instead of getting land, we could take war reps, which would be a long-term boost to our budget, but I think given how close we are to the end game, we're better off saving the money now. Of course, if I don't do this, and then we don't get our 6 points in the war, I'm going to be pretty irate with myself. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Meanwhile, we are continuing to, so we're refitting our battleship, and then we're building a whole bunch of new cruisers, as well as corvettes, because we're shy on our trade protection. Aside from that, one thing I want to do was look at aircraft, because we want to keep rolling these upgrades. So we'll just start with our float plane scout. What do you need to be? I want you. Your reliability is already good. The range is decent. I'm never going to fly in the heavy though, am I? I just really want you to be reliable and actually fast. See what we get back. And just because we used quite a lot for scouting, so the faster we are, the quicker we'll get those reports back. Okay, that's good. I don't think there's any other real changes we need to make just yet. All our A groups should be... Oh no, that's right, we're still building up again. I remember. We did reactivate or regrow our fleet before the war, so we're still building up to maximum capacity. Yeah, we'll let them continue to do so. Oh, apparently I'm 1 ship shy of my trade protection requirements. Okay, really want those corvettes out so I can get my destroyers back to active fleet. Trade protection, please. Perfect. Alright. Next turn into August of 53 will be cruiser battle. This is interesting. Because cruisers are the one area we obviously don't really have an edge. Do you know what, I'm going to say no. We've got such a commanding VP lead, I think we can get a better take here. That's a destroyer action. That's really irritating. We won't have many destroyers left. Do you know what, I'm going to take it. Oh, perfect. And I will absolutely take this coastal raid, which we decline. Okay. Accept. Oh, they are coming for me. Well, this is a very, very poor decision on account of the French Navy and the French AI. What we got to play with? Two destroyers. Oh, battle generator. You are so generous to me. Okay. Too excited about this. Back up the game speed. We'll bring you guys up to a healthy 24, 25 knots, something like that. We'll see what happens. It was nighttime. Oh. It's probably our own ships, to be honest, yes. Oh, there we go. We found someone or something. Move the map. There we go. So some unidentified ship. Let's crank up the speed. Let's go. Not quite full on squad max. Let's go in and do a pass. But just a normal. On a few minutes. contacts. Could just be other destroyers, which is probably pretty likely. Now we do remember we have over the radar or radar assisted fire control. Last time we checked, the French did not. So we are now. Oh, that's a heavy cruiser. Alright, pull away. A little bit of a battering there. What I'd like to do is if I can get round in front of them. They're both running north. No, I don't want to be engaged by them. Probably gonna have to go squad max to get ourselves a good angle up in front of them. And then we can. Oh, and we've been taking a shot that's hurt our engines, which make life difficult. I'd like to at least use a cover of darkness to try and do that. Really, that looks pretty darn good. What? Find that deeply upsetting. Just gonna have to pull away. All right, we got one. One for cost of destroyer. Right, you pull away these. No, actually, no. Who have we got left? Triglav. Who's reduced? No, you can go fast. Actually, it was just the damage. Right. Let's see if we can't get land side of these guys. Assuming that's one of mine coming this direction. You've still got all your torpedoes. This is nice. That's not one of mine. Now, it's not the greatest angle in the world. It's also not a battleship. In terms of, obviously, beam on, we're not going to use the full capability of our spread, but we should hit her with something. One. I feel like I wanted more. Try a quick turn round. Ah, don't want to launch when she's going away from us. I'll just run away. We'll try and get her in a different angle. Have I taken a hit at my speed? Yes, I have. She looks like she's going pretty slowly as well. Again, we'll just try and see if we can't get around in front without taking any more shots. Oh, hang on. Flooding. Pay attention to that. It's not the worst flooding in the world, but we don't have that much capacity to do it. And chomping along at 20 knots is not going to help. Limits flooding twice. Excellent. No flooding. Perfect. Continue the push. I don't know how fast she's going, but it's not as quick as us. Too soon. Okay, this is starting to look good. It's starting to look really good. There we go. Come across now. And now you've got presumably, central firing torpedoes. Everything does at this stage. Now we are going to take a little bit of heat here. Right, go on, survive one more minute. There we go. She is turning. Should catch her. It says hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just one. So that's what, 3 torpedoes I think with Mars. She's dead. Okay. Alright, I'll take that as a win. Ultra fast. Let's bring you down to... I'm going to say... Yeah, that's fine. It'll run because they haven't destroyed the target. Ah, Harumi, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, it is a really cool game. It's pretty nerdy and spreadsheety, but it's a lot of fun. How did Nigeria work out the other night? Very good. I'm doing very well, thank you. Got myself Do you know, it's such a silly thing to be excited about, but maybe shows you my my middle ages. But I got myself a new gaming chair today. Very exciting. So enjoying testing that out, giving it a proper christening. Nothing like spreadsheets to make naval battles. Indeed. Well, at least it's got a bit of a graphical interface in front of it. Right. Oh, it's just dive-bombing some transports. So this is all our air arms and the enemy air arms doing work. Where on earth are they flying from? Interesting. I wonder if we did have a carrier in this engagement. That'd be surprising given it was a cruiser raid, but you never know. Battle generator does odd things. I just want this now to end because all my ships are in port. Shame we can't find that other cruiser because I'm pretty sure air power could deal with it, but one I will take. Yep, sunk one. One got away. That's fine. He did sink 3 of our transports, which is pretty annoying. Oh, so be it. And they killed an objective. Guess auxiliary ones don't count. Perfect. And it's one less heavy cruiser the French have. It's good. Another couple of mods for our corvettes coming. Right, well, we've got a British light cruiser. That aircraft, that is okay. 34's a max, so it's decent. 10,000 tons, pretty fast. Very little armour actually. Not building them for survivability, but our planes aren't good. Ooh, gotta watch unrest. That's what trips up last time. Remember that stupid song, Look at the Flick of That Wrist? I do not. That must be some element of culture that has passed me by. Look at that list on that ship with Beware the Colour. Like, make it happen, man. It sounds like a great idea. French raiding, I saw. I might. Have we got any of our heavy cruisers on trade protection? We do. Alright, not coming up with the goods yet. Another advantage is once these corvettes get kicked out, our destroyers will go back on active fleet and they can hunt subs. The French do have a reasonable number of subs we need to deal with. Aside from that, there's no real changes, so we can just kind of keep pressing over. You want it? No, I'm not taking this cruiser battle. Coastal raid, absolutely. They don't want to fight. Yeah, I'll take this cruiser action though. Oh, I just made a mistake there. But we own roads. We don't own roads. That's what I'm fighting for. Alright, what? Change of plan. In true spirit of focusing on survivability, we're just going to get out of here. Once I get control. Because I know for a fact there's a 100 airplane airbase at Rhodes and a 41 on the other side of the island. We don't really want to be here without air cover. I don't have control just yet. Your voice sounds like you're getting your nuts grated if you tried saying, maybe you could call it an acquired taste? Yeah. Alright, I'll bring the speed up a little bit. This one's a bit of a waste. We should have declined this and we could have got a better one. But, oh well. Mistakes will be made. But I'm going to call it personal growth. In earlier on in the playthrough, I would have charged on regardless and probably lost a bunch of ships. No. Sam Equip says, do you know, it's a very good question. I don't know because these ones are not mine. Hang on. These Russian ones, no, they are not. And even then, yeah, I suppose we could take a couple of planes. Yeah, just then. Few heavy cruisers of their own, a lot of planes. That's okay, but we don't need to push things. We have the war is very much in our favor. We're just gonna go, and as much as I don't want to drag it on, I want to secure a good peace deal. You do the lightouts. Handy, I suppose. A French raider has been forced to scuttle due to lack of fuel. Nice. Yeah, Viking, I do have them on... Well, actually, they're not built yet. Lost one merchant. It's not any subs, though. They are on... These guys. They have them, the St. George. And also, all my Esperas have them. So maybe we weren't as quite as defenseless as I maybe postulated, but still don't want to tempt fate. Right, corvettes are in. I don't really care about you working up. Straight on trade protection duties. And that allows me to release my older destroyers back to the fleet to go and hunt subs. Oh, apparently not all of them. Okay. But we'll get we get a whole batch more next month. The Esperas have served me well, actually. They're doing good. It's actually quite useful in being... I think I've only lost maybe one of them. But being a bit heavier, they can at least take a bit of a pounding and then run away. Not really seen the SAMs come into action yet. We'll have to wait to see what that looks like. But aside from that, they're doing well just on their current design. Let's a quick check of my aircraft. Still not full. Make no more changes. Cruiser battle down here. Cruiser battles are the one things I'm really ill-equipped for at the minute because I have a very light cruiser force. No, we'll give it a go. Ah, they don't even show up. Was autoloaders rip people to shreds as envisaged? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I had great evidence of that, but I've not written them off either. I can't say they've definitely not worked. Keep an eye on that. Another cruiser battle. Sure. Just give me free VP. Ah, blooming army. Can't get anything done right. Okay, more corvettes. Beautiful. Victory. Good. The worst thing that could happen here, oh, it sunk a sub, excellent, is we get some BS peace deal and don't get to take what we want. We're even running a budget surplus. Oh yeah, because our corvette's finished. Happy with, although it'll soon turn to deficit once the war ends. I might be tempted to grab another Adria to replace the Kaiser und König Maria Theresa we got sunk. Having a core of four armor cruisers, heavy cruisers. I also need to build one CV at some point. I can. I want one. It'll be a while before we get it. Beautiful. We'll run at deficit. We can afford it. And then we should still have enough money left over to build that CV. Okay, this is all looking pretty good. How many months do you guys have in? Ah, excellent. A couple of months and these things will be out. Raring to go. I'll accept because I think you're going to decline. Didn't decline. Back enemy ships. Fine. Well, here we go. As much as I am disparaging of coastal raids, of destroyer raids, this will get seen in action. I did not know France held like Corfu. That's something we can take. Have to look into that. Right, what have we got? 6 of our destroyers. Which kind? These are the Esperas and Esperas. Right, I can go over. No, it might not tell me here. Yeah, these are all the Esperas. Good. All the brand new ones. Well, let's head north, see if we can get ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Let's go up to, I don't know, 25 knots seems respectable to kick things off. Not surprised, we're pretty close. What do we have to do? Sink any 2 ships. Alright. Let's find out how good the autoloader. Well, that thing's gonna die. There's a reasonable number of them, but nothing we're scared of yet. Other destroyers, Maybe we should hold off on your torpedoes until we're convinced there's nothing heavier, although I'm quite convinced there's this now, actually. Alright, lads. Come on. Calm yourselves. Ugh. How many torpedoes do you want to send at this thing? One destroyer. Yes, we also do have a lot of SAMs, this is true. I don't even know if there's an airbase on Corfu. I suspect they have one, but... Right, we'll see if we can't close with this group of destroyers. Vyasoke is taking a bit of a battering. And these guys, what does a French destroyer look like? Yeah, they've got 8 5-inch guns. We are rocking and rolling 4 6-inch guns. Interesting. Now, does it tell us? I don't know if they have autoloaders as well or not. Gotta be a little bit, not too nonchalant about this is what I'm looking for. My gunnery is something atrocious. I am rather missing at the minute, yes. Here's my damage looking fine. That's okay. And this guy is just going around in circles. Presumably he's taking some damage to his rudder. Oh, my knight is drawing in. Not sure if I think that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be perfectly honest. Let's kick up the speed a little bit more so we're harder targets to hit. Come around to this way. I should have the range advantage, this is true. I also, last time we checked, had the fire control advantage. Although, I don't know if these guys will all be equipped, but they should be at this stage. Right, you guys think that corvette. You come down to finish off this destroyer, so at very least we've got our objective. They look like they're running for port. That corvette is dead. Okay, this guy's hitting a dead corvette. Can't hit this destroyer for love nor money. Who's claiming it's not a light cruiser? We know it's a destroyer. Yeah, we'll get survivors, get ourselves a little bit more points for doing so. Right, there we go. Actually landing some good hits now. If it doesn't launch a crazy set of torpedoes at us in his dying breath. Oh, and they've come back out to play. I'm perfectly okay with. You guys both up to 30. Random. Oh, you're doing survivors, that's fine. Alright. Get away from that chap. Head over and see if we can't pinch ourselves off another destroyer. There we go, see this is firing at the unidentified targets. Just keep the range. We'll just pick away at them. See what we can get done. Yeah, if you've got ammo, it's there to be used. Not landing much in the way of hits though. Oh, we're not landing much in the way of hits at all. I know these are destroyers, so we're not like too much with red, but maybe send some downrange. You never know. There's nothing else that might dissuade them from getting too close. Right. Seem to have us beat on the gunnery side. Oh, they do indeed. It's going to be reprimands at this rate. Okay, we have officially sunk 2 ships. How's the damage looking? Not too bad. Soki's taking a bit of a beating, but still up on her feet. As expected, those especially as expected, those torpedoes did absolutely nothing, and then we hit one. Quite nice. Destroyers can't really take much more than a torpedo. Okay, I think we've hit one entire action. I think that's a transport actually. Not necessarily what we were aiming for. Actually, honestly, you guys feel free to launch whenever you feel like. Worried about that. They get used. They get used. At least I get torpedo launch of their own. Let's turn. Let's turn. Oh, we hit another one, another ship with a torpedo, which is nice. Might be that transport again. In this case, ending up being overkill. Run north. Yeah, we're just sinking that transport. What, mate? What are you doing? Is your rudder stuck? No, don't get yourself killed. That makes me sad. That's frustrating. Alright. Enough of this. Get yourselves home. So that's going to be one destroyer apiece. I don't like that. Should have been better. But our gunnery was not up to par. Yeah, that's fine. Just get home, lads and ladesses. Wonder if you could pull a full gunboat DD with as many guns as CL. Well, it depends which CL. Obviously, by definition, CLs can be heavier, therefore, presumably if you build them of the same weight and speed, you're going to get more guns on the light cruiser. Yeah, just go in. But you could probably build a modern destroyer that has as many guns as some of the older CLs. Question is, would you want to? That's a lot of guns to put on not a very lot of tonnage. Therefore, a lot of guns you could lose very quickly. So we'd lose one. That's frustrating. We get medium damage in a couple of them, but then so did we. So I must say, I'm a little disappointed by our auto-loading destroyers there. I expected more. So, vets, the nonce, 14-inch, okay, 12-inch belt, light deck though. There's something to go after. That's actually quite a lot of belt for a battlecruiser. Okay. We continue to lose the odd merchant. Hopefully not enough to cause us trouble. I mean, they are blockaded, so their unrest should be going through the roof. Anything else we need to change? Not yet. Not until we get the last couple of corvettes, which is only going to put us just over a trade protection. No, it won't, because these guys are all working. I wondered why I was so short. Oh, no. Trade protection, please. There we go. Beautiful. All my destroyers are going to go active fleet. And these guys can see trade protection. Their ASW is pretty rubbish because they have minesweeping. But now we get plenty of trade protection, which is good. It's a lot of gun on the cheap, quick to build hull though. That is very true. You're right. If you were really in a pinch and you just needed more guns out there, see, look, just get as many as you can on a destroyer hull and go for it. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Alright. Let's just take another month to work on a fleet battle. Absolutely. They haven't got much of a fleet left. One battleship, one CV. Cruisers. Ah, French. Destroyer raid. Sure, you have 3 destroyers. Are you really going to face me? No. For defense? Yeah, again, at this point I think I'm taking pretty much anything they're offering. Hey, we got the Adria. Nice. Ah, she's not as fast as her design speed. That's unfortunate. And I quite lost a submarine, for goodness sake. I'm not really inflicting that many losses on them though. It's manageable unrest at the minute. Right, so what speed are you? 31 knots. What was your design? 32? Something like that? I can't remember. 32. So you lost 1 knot. Okay. Not ideal, but also not the end of the world. We're going to get a lot of money in a few months. I think I do want another CV, but I also want to just build a brand new battle cruiser. Deal with some of these cruiser engagements. It's going to be more important. Nah, I think we need the CV. A few CLs wouldn't go miss. They're coming. A few more also wouldn't go miss, to be honest. Another 4 would be nice. But I can just maybe build another 4 when these guys are done. Start trying to build up a little bit that way. Tell me your main arm, it's not dual purpose. What have we got? No, it's not. 9 6-inch guns. Because, evening, RVT. I was having a look at this actually, and the weight cost of turning those 6 inches to dual purpose, I was actually better off having them non-dual purpose and getting more dual purpose 5 inches. Which I was not expecting, but I ended up with a higher HAA doing it this way than I did the other way around. So I need to remember that next time. So although our Habsburg is going to be a fast battleship, so he will show up in cruiser engagements, but it's only one we've got. So I'm tempted to say I'd like a battle cruiser. Also just because I want one. It's generally a good reason. Something ridiculous like 6x3 6-inch DP autoloaders would be interesting. Okay, yes it would. That's a lot of outgoing fire. Yeah, I like to. Yeah, okay. That would be intriguing. In no secondaries at all. Well, we've gone a bit more traditional. I do like your off-the-wall suggestions, Viking, though. Makes me consider things. Okay, I think we just want a fairly standard battle cruiser, just short. Although, no, he's only at 28. Our cruisers are only 32, so there's no real need to go much above that in terms of aligning our speeds. We can get 32 out of it. I think that's probably going to be ample. We want to be short ranged. We'll worry about the displacement and things shortly. Get the 5-inch deck, that would be nice. Doubt we're going to get all of this, to be perfectly honest. Do that. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think we'll have to give up some of our armor, as would be expected. You can't have armor, speed, and armament. Strict save weight with quad turrets. I think quad, dual superimposed, and oh, are you still on your massive amount of 6 inches? I wonder if we could go. I'm tempted to go all forward armament again on this thing. If we can. He's going to spend most of his life chasing. I mean, that looks terrible, but still. Oh no, they're on top of each other. What do I need to do here? E. Why are these graphics not looking right? Am I being an idiot? No, it just looks horrendous. I don't like that. It's the guns I want, but the picture is awful. Oh, here maybe see you could pull tempo up by putting up the quads. Well, what's this weight wise? 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 4. 2, 6, 7, that's 8. It's heavier. That does not save us weight. Is that right? I had. No, I've gone up. I've gone 9 to 10, that's why. Hang on. Right, other things I want to add before I come back to that. I don't know, I'm going to think about these guns. In the meantime, things what we want. We are going to want some SAMs. Like 2 if we can get away with it. Yeah, you won't sit on top of each other. Very good. Y turret and superimpose the dual, okay. Right, oh you still want to stick one at the back? So I like the we'll consider it. We'll consider it. I did like the all forward armament. But the graphic does upset me, so I'm willing to deviate from that. So we get a 10 gun broadside of 6. That's still 8,000 tons. Although we are getting an extra gun out, we have gone from 9 to 10. I also want another one of these. Somewhere in the centre line, please. Midships, there we go. And we're going to want a lot of secondaries. Maybe not a lot. I probably want some more 6 inches to be perfectly honest. No, I'm now going for everything. I can't have armament and SAMs and secondaries and armour and speed. I'm breaking the triangle. What's his lowest? 4.5 on the deck. Drop it down to 11 inches in the belt. Closer. Increase tonnage. Ah, I wasn't even looking at that. Let's go for around 40,000 tons. Okay, so at 40,000, if we got 500, that still gives us 300. I'll take that. And that gave us 200, and that gave us 200. 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 300 oddly enough. 200. Okay, so we're getting 200 tons out of 500 at the minute. And we got up to that and that. We can. Huh. I would like a little bit of armor in the secondaries, to be honest. Still getting a surprisingly good bang for my buck here with the weight. 200, 200, 200, 200. Still 200. Okay. They don't need armor for under 7 inches big. Okay. By that I mean you just won't get a flash fire. Bargain 190k. Yeah. I have not looked at the budget here, but she is. I'm tempted to build a duel of the fleet, which is more for probably show than practicality. But my last big ship I built was like, oh, she's under construction at the minute. I don't know, it was like the late 1920s or something. I've been itching. But yeah, she's not economical, that's for sure. 190, yeah, that's quite a lot of money. But we could, I mean, if we're just, right, start, I want more ammo. Just that. Our HA is not great. What's my anti-air looking like? Oh, I don't want to seaplane higher. I don't want a catapult. I don't want airplanes. Okay, that looks okay. Let's go up to max A. We've still got a couple of 100 tons left. She would be the biggest ship we've ever built. I'm almost tempted to leave a little bit of space actually, so we can place these with double SAMs when it comes out. I don't know how much heavier they are. But then if I just do tertiaries, I can always take that off. .24 5-inch might have heavy ray. This is true. Yep, indeed it does. Indeed it does, and less weight. Okay. I'll have to bring those down to 4, but that's not the end of the world. How much would you cost me? 500. I might go for it. Protector. He's going to be the thing we show off in our Mediterranean Empire if and when we get there. Watch me lose this in like the first fight with the British or something ridiculous. Wonder if it's worth trying to get a few inches of deck extended, well extended, just protect against smaller caliber stuff. No is the short answer to that. Four-inch allows autoloader, but 5-inch does it. Okay. That's even better. We'll have to go down to 3 there. Okay, thanks for that. Dickie, that's a really good point out. And still saves us weight and gives us a higher HA factor. Now, it's not going to be as good at obviously dealing with smaller ships that are in and about it, but that should be fine. What do I have with no tertiaries? 81. Although we'll have to trim this down. So it's a good point. If we said, right, well, let's see what it is with tertiaries. We're at 92. And oh, it's medium, that's going to affect my HA. Derp. So she's big, she's expensive. She will look good though. I've still got 500 tons to play with. And she's got, yeah, a very, very good HA factor, because she will probably end up operating on her own these cruise engagements. It tends to be a little bit further out there. Do I have issues with? Yeah, that's fine. I can't remember if I can have more centerline turrets actually. Did this upset you? Ah, it's my fire crow limits me. That's right. Fair play. Oh, could we go to normal? We could. Okay, back to normal priority. Make her a little bit more reliable. I like it. I don't know if it's practical, but I like it. And we've been trying to crimp and escape max. Do you want some mythical number? Yeah. No, we can't do it. 92 HE, I think that's plenty. She'll have some protection from some screens or some CLs, which will also provide protection with our AA. and we'll just keep a little bit of weight in the back pocket. Alright, let's do it. And look, we saved money by modernising or speeding up our old battleship, so we're allowed one little extravagance. That's fine. Go for it. And that's going to do us for this episode. So the war with France continues to bubble away, nothing too significant happening there, but we did get to take the opportunity to design ourselves a new pride of the fleet, which is the first large warship we've built in a long time, and one I'm pretty excited about, even if it might not be the most practical use of our money at this stage of affairs. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch livestream. If you're interested in coming out and hanging out live, there's a link in the description below. Otherwise, I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one.